All right, boys, this is going to be a very, very simplistic explanation for the meta tile method for deep delving at Doom. I uploaded a longer, more detailed version earlier, a couple days ago, but this one is the aim of this one is just to be very, very simplistic and show you the basics so that you don't have to watch a 40-minute video to get the gist of the method. You can go watch that if you want to have more in-depth details for what we're doing here. First thing you always want to do is come to this northwesternmost B tile and stand on that. DPS the boss as much as you can while you're moving to it. You do not want to get the boss below 75% before he shoots out his double boulders. Okay, so be very careful of how you're damaging him here. You do not want to trigger his shield phase transition until he has thrown the double boulders out. When he throws the double boulders into the sky, you are going to click to the B1 tile one tick before the boulders explode. If you notice here, he threw out the boulders, but he is not doing the melee punish. So all you do here is while you are running to the B1 tile, you look for your closest shadow tile, and that's going to be the tile that you click on as soon as your true tile reaches the B1 tile. Okay? True tile reached the B1 tile. I clicked into the shadow, prayed the prayers, and kept attacking the boss. Okay? We can fast forward here to Grub phase. The transition out of Grub phase, you want to immediately, as fast as you can, get on or behind the D1 line to transition the boss to this tile right here. You see the eyeball. He will transition to that tile, and then you want to get behind the B1 rock for protection. That B1 rock will not only give you protection from his stomp, but it will also protect your B tile rock from his stomp. And then as soon as he has stomped, you just want to make sure you stay on this line until his eyeball pops up, and then you can freely start moving towards the D3 line. Because we have a rock placed on the B tile, his stomp is going to be completely nullified. And then all you have to do is transition out of his path when the eyeball spawns and make sure you are protected by the next rock. Okay? Second example here. Again, we want to be moving to the B tile, attacking the boss while we're going. We do not want to transition him under 75 until he has thrown out the double boulders. You can see here, though, he has thrown out the double boulders, and he is starting to use the melee punish. So what we need to do now is we need to switch to our melee weapon, preferably our halberd. And same strategy as before, one tick before the boulder explodes. We want to move to our B1 tile. And as soon as our true tile reaches the B1 tile, that's when we're going to click to attack the boss with our melee weapon, which again is preferably the halberd. And then pray your prayers. A character will attack the boss, and you'll be fully protected, okay? If you have poison on this tile, just make sure you're moving off of it as fast as you possibly can, but always prioritize the prayers first, because the prayers will do significantly more damage than a couple of splotches of poison on your character, okay? Again, Grub phase is ending here, so make sure you're transitioning to or behind your D1 row. Wait for the eyeball to pop up on the B tile. The B1 tile with the rock on it will protect us from his stomp. It will also protect our B tile here. We will stay on the D2 line until he transitions to the B tile here. That rock will fully nullify his stomp. And then we just want to get protected by the next set of rocks. Okay? Very simple explanation. Again, you can go to the more in-depth video on the channel if you want more explanations of this method. One last thing I will leave on to the video here is that when he transitions from north to south here on this final transition, if you have any rocks on this D3 line, they will be fully protected as long as you are standing on the D3 line when his eyeball comes out for his movement. And that's it.